and a purpose-driven visionary, a distinguished leader, author, educator, transformational speaker, and a ministry pioneer whose voice has continued to inspire and transform locally as well as globally. She has over 18 years of experience across the commercial, retail, financial, health, and social media industries. She has successfully managed more than 30 global brands and mentored over 18,000 individuals, built and enhanced 1,000 personal and business brands, shaping leaders and transforming lives worldwide. You know,
It's a heavy one, right? It's a heavy CV. Thank you. I was about to say, do the same.
I didn't even need I could just feel you say, Guti, wow. If you yourself
Exactly.
didn't feel that, wow.
Whoa.
Dr. Carol, good morning.
Good morning, Zimbabwe.
We're so excited to have you here. I mean, you're all the way from Zambia, so it's tabe over too much. And you look absolutely beautiful, if I do say so myself.
Thank you. You guys are so kind. Thank you.
Okay, let's just first start with you before we get into anything. Can we please get to know, Dr. Carol, even the journey of how she became a doctor? I always say, I'm a miss. However, if I had it my way, I wouldn't even be a missus.
You'll be a doctor.
I'd be a doctor. I'm actually trying to see if I can inherit that. If I don't become a doctor, if I marry a doctor, will I also inherit the DR?
I don't think that's possible. Hey, I don't think so.
I mean, it's good to try. It's good to wish.
No,
No,
you're allowed to dream.
So yeah, we want to know your personal journey from where you were born. If you have any siblings, if you have any kids, if you're married, how school was. Just to know you first before we
You
get
guys
into.
really go all in, eh?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start from. Well, I'm from Lusaka, Zambia. I was born there and I come from the northern part of Zambia. I come from a very big tribe, a very big family. And I have 8 siblings. So we've got two guys and the rest are all girls. So you can imagine how crazy that
Yeah.
the environment was. And I've got 4 boys. Like I'm stewarding some kings,
Oh
some
my
princes out
goodness.
there. My youngest is 3 and he has really shown me the world and said, like, you're a mother. This is why you are born, in the future to come and be a mom to me. So we call him the manager. We call him the manager, yeah. So I'm a mom of boys. I'm not married.
Okay.
It's also part of my journey and the story and the reason why I also became a transformed woman, wrote my book, some of the things that you were talking about. And my journey has really been one of corporate and business, and then finally just I call it purpose. I'm resting in my purpose.
Lovely.
Yeah. So when people say, "What's your career? What's this? What's that?" No. I'm really just living my purpose, and it was an intentional decision. I left the corporate space about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I decided that whatever experience, exposure, expertise that I have to put it into what I am today as Coach Carol and Dr. Carol. So Dr. Carol is honorarium. I got a doctorate from Crown Rain University in America, and I had to do a 6 months leadership entrepreneurship course in that as well. So I also have a UN award for Global Women of Distinction. And I do believe that this comes from the journey of 10 to 15 years. So sometimes you think you're doing something and it's not enough, but somebody's watching. There's always somebody watching, somebody listening. So I've had to earn what I am today. And yeah, super grateful. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so dazed and
I
listening.
can
I'm just
see you are like,
Yes, have you ever come across someone just like, wow, wow.
It sounds like I've got wings on my back, a little fairy or something.
That's all I'm hearing. I mean, my ears are imagining for
There's
me.
glitter all over you.
Okay, so
Yeah.
at what stage did you decide that you want to take the direction of being a motivational speaker, and just feeling like you need to help people out there who
I didn't want.
oh okay
I didn't want, but I found myself answering questions and always being at the center of, oh, I'm so thankful. Thank you that you helped me. Thank you for this. Or when we met, this is what happened. So when I was growing up, I came from a political and legal family. So business or following your dream was not really a thing. It's like you needed to grow up and become whatever, society, a pilot, a this or whatever. So I had my dad die when I was in grade grade 10. I don't know what you call it here, from 3.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so that was the trajectory of my life that really brought me to a place of introspection, like we were saying off air. So I didn't want to be what we call motivation, because coaching was also not what it is today. So now I understand the journey, what it is, and I started accepting that, you know, there's something about me, there's something that's different. Because I always felt odd, I always felt left out, I always felt like the black sheep, and I literally was running away from it. But thank God, you know, my dad, you know, God bless his soul, he really invested in my education. So the foundation of my high school was really the pivotal. I came from a school called Chengelo in, you know, the central part of Zambia. And it was a co-ed, you know, British, African, whatever school, but it was a top-notch school. So they encouraged us to really follow our path and to, you know, take on subjects that we thought initially, you know, for me would lead me on to being a lawyer, and in my other life I wanted to be a lawyer and a ballerina. I'm not sure how that was going to
No, trust me, I see
but
it.
when I think about
I
it
see
now,
it.
like, if a lawyer helps people, right? So either way I'm still on the path of helping people, and then a ballerina, I love music and I love dancing. So somehow it's worked out.
It will balance. It will balance itself out.
So yeah, that was the journey, and over time I stepped into, you know, exposure, people. I had a coach myself at a very tragic journey where my business really failed in the beginning. For about 3 years I had a corporate debt, and so I was exposed to a lady who is Zambian but was in America at that time, and another lady from Nigeria. And so that began my journey, and I saw what they did to me, and I said, what is this? And I started to research on it, and that's the journey of becoming a coach. So I didn't want to, because I thought, you know, being a coach is somebody who just, like, you know better than other people. But really, if you're one step ahead, you can, you know, you can be of help to someone.
Ah, that's some lovely stuff right there. Joining us in studio right now, if you are tardy for the party, 20 minutes before we head to the news, we are with Dr. Carol. Get to find out more about Dr. Carol in a minute.
The Morning Galaxy on Star FM. It's out of this world.
The Zim Papers Cancer Power Walk 2025 is tomorrow, celebrating 10 years of supporting cancer patients. We are calling everyone around the globe to support, so you can participate even if you are not here physically. To register or donate or for partnerships, go to cancerwalk.zimpapers.co.zw. That's cancerwalk.zimpapers.co.zw, or call or WhatsApp Pauline Matanda on 071 679 405. That's 071 5679 405, or email pauline.matanda@zimpapers.co.zw. That's pauline.matanda@zimpapers.co.zw. Star FM will be broadcasting live from the event tomorrow.
Attention Zimbabwe, the Cancer Power Walk 2025 is here, bringing communities together to raise awareness, honor survivors, and support the fight against cancer. Join us Saturday, 1 November 2025. The walk kicks off at 5:30 a.m. sharp. Whether you're walking in memory of a loved one, celebrating survival, or simply standing up for health, your step makes a difference. Registration is just $10 per person, and every dollar goes towards cancer awareness, screenings, and patient support. Come with your friends, family, or your workmates, and let's do this. Together, we can make cancer awareness louder than ever before. The Cancer Power Walk 2025. Step up, speak out, save lives. Register today at all Zim Papers offices in Harare, Bulawayo, Gweru, Mutare, Mashingo, and Chinoi, or call on 0772 331 156. See you at the starting line.
Tuesday, the 4th of November, the 3 to 6 Express goes live on the road with an exciting outside broadcast powered by FarmBiz, the business of farming. Join us from 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. for great music and engaging conversations about empowering farmers with certified high-yield seed. Meet the FarmBiz team, discover how they're helping Zimbabwe grow smarter and stronger. Be a part of the action. It's the 3 to 6 Express live with FarmBiz.
Star FM, your summer station. Star FM, sounding good all the time.
Time 15 minutes before we head straight to the news, jumping back into our Shero's program. Today we've got Dr. Carol Mushota David. She is from Zambia, and she is a dynamic and purpose-driven visionary, a distinguished leader, author, educator, transformational speaker, a missionary pioneer whose voice has continued to inspire and transformation locally as well as globally. With over 18 years of experience across commercial, retail, financial, health, and social media industries, she has successfully managed over 30 global brands and mentored over 8,000 individuals, built and enhanced 1,000 personal businesses as well as business brands, shaping leaders and transforming lives worldwide. So 18 years is quite a long time, hey doc.
Yes,
So
it is.
do tell, with a long list of achievements that are really, really impressive, by the way. It's obvious Uti, it did not come easy.
Yeah.
What are some of the biggest challenges that you faced, leading up to this journey, and where are you now?
Oh, wow. I think the biggest transformational journeys, like I said earlier, started when my dad died. So it wasn't intentional for me to be on this journey, but I'm so grateful. I mean, I know a lot of people might be like, why are you saying that? But I think, like, if he never died, I mean, I do believe that there's always a set time for people to go to the Lord, but I believe for me it had to ignite something in me.
Yes.
Take away that certainty that life is always going to be in order. So his going away actually brought me to a place of awareness. It brought me to a place of realizing that maybe I wouldn't have walked with the Lord the way that I do now. I wouldn't be the person of resilience, because what happened was, in that time, there were also certain hard decisions that my family had to make. Who goes where, who goes to university, who does what. So I took the route that my younger sister would go to university and I would take the way of college.
Okay.
So when I went into the stream of business, went into the stream of, IT, I went into the stream of what part of the work that I do now. It was a challenge because I even had some relatives who stopped talking to me because they felt I had completely disrespected the legacy of my father at that time.
Yeah.
And so I faced that challenge. But now everyone comes to me like, I want to do a business plan, I want to do a proposal. So it worked out, but the challenge was, and I believe it's now part of my calling, spiritually, that I was being set up for 20 years later, that I'm always going to be a pioneer. I'm always going to get started with things that hadn't been done. Because even with IT, I remember when Facebook came into our country, I didn't know the difference between the war and the inbox.
Yeah.
And I wrote on my friend's wall a private message.
So everybody did that.
everybody-
Even I did that as well. I did that.
So a lot of IT stuff, like during COVID, I had people asking me, Carol, how do you go live? So you might be thinking, where you're at is not important, or what but for me, it changed the trajectory of how I receive feedback, and I believe that feedback is neutral, so I'm never affected. I kind of say, what is this teaching me? So it gave me that mindset. But the challenge was just doing things for the first time that haven't been done. So it was always like, but I learned to stand on my own 2 feet. I had to applaud myself before anybody else could, and here we are.
Ah, lovely stuff. So in your bio, right, we saw that you are founder of numerous institutions, right?
Yeah.
But there's one in particular that actually caught my attention, which transformed women, and it's the mompreneur empowerment.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Me too.
I'll start with the easy one. So Transformed Woman is really just the ministry that God called me to. I'm an author, and I went through a journey from blogging into something tragic that happened to me publicly.
Yeah.
And so I said, how do I turn this into a lesson that a young lady, a young woman, a loving brother, cousin, father, would be able to assist and talk to somebody about it. And so Transformed Woman is really the transformational process that I had to take in order for me to accept who God had called me to be without following the norm. So it started as an online blog into just a WhatsApp, community of ladies having, quarterly events. And now we're a full-blown ministry, and, we've had amazing people that have come to impact our lives. And the biggest reason why I'm here today in Zimbabwe, I'm here for a symposium based on that calling of being a transformed woman. And mompreneur.
Yes.
So mompreneur empowered lifestyle. 10 years ago, I decided to stop corporate work. My 1 year to 2 year old at that time called the nanny mommy. And I said, oh my God, do I spend that much time at work? You know.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I just thought, you know, let me take a leap of faith. And I left like right before they were paying out the 13th paycheck. And everyone thought I was crazy. But, you know, when you think about it, I'm like, why should I stay? Because I want extra groceries at ShopRite. So I got started. I left in 24 hours. I didn't leave because I had the ability, but because I had the journey of doing part-time work whilst I was working, part-time business. And so mompreneur at that time, it was not common. So I dabbed it as a mom who's an entrepreneur. And so I started working from home, and I've been working from home since, with a corporate mindset, with excellence, with standards. And that's what it is. It's now a full-blown organization, corporate. It started off just wanting to help moms get empowered, but now we do a lot of corporate work.
That's beautiful, because what in the 9 months are you calling Auntie Mommy for? What in the 9 months?
I had to. It was,
because I know.
Everything is a balance. There comes a time.
So as a woman of power yourself, what measures have you taken to empower young ladies or the youth to make sure that they walk in the right direction?
Oh my God, that word power. You people, you're putting words on me. Power is nothing without control. But I truly believe that even just the fact that I'm here in your country is already a step ahead. I don't think that, you know, the ministry, Victory Church International, that has called me today would not have called me if there wasn't power that has been regulated, power that has got accountability, and power that has got responsibility. I truly believe that empowerment comes from a relative angle, because if you take somebody from the rural area and they believe that getting married at 13 is a thing to be, that's the right way. So the right way is relative. And so I wouldn't speak in one direction. I can only speak from my place of faith to say that if I ask a certain standard for you to be, you know, somebody who's a Christian, then it means that I have to uphold certain things that are relative to that. And so helping people is understanding their mindset and where they're coming from. When you know the journey of the youth or the ladies or the young people, then it's easy for you to direct them. So even when I do coaching, when I speak to people, I first have to understand their background. And then from there, that's when I begin to, you know, the journey to take them through. Because somebody can come thinking they have a bad business plan, they have, you know, things are not going okay. But really it's the heart, you know. And then some people will come to you, you know, they've got so many beautiful accolades and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, we were speaking earlier, they've got parent trauma. So everything for me, how I empower people is just understanding and empathy. I think even before titles, that's the biggest thing for me. Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? That makes so much sense, especially with 4 boys at home. I've got 1 teenage boy, and every day he rubs me the wrong way.
Oh, trust me, that always happens. It's actually hard. It's actually hard to work from home. But you see, like I said earlier, I've got these amazing boys that I'm stewarding. So they are a totally different generation. So even the scolding, the everything that you do, I also have to bear in mind that they will be talking to other ladies.
Exactly.
You know, and so how am I represented to them? But at some point, but one thing is very clear in the house, I'm not their friend, I'm their mother.
Oh,
I don't do that.
I have to repeat that each and every
not
single
friend.
day.
It has to be said straight. They need to know.
I don't know why parents want to be friends.
My
these
little
days.
brother,
Like,
I think
why?
at this point he's so tired of me telling him, I'm not your mom, I'm not your friend, I'm your sister. I don't have to be nice to you. You're gonna forgive me tomorrow. I have to repeat those words every
Spare
day.
the rod, I'm telling you.
It is quite clear that you're building a legacy here, right? Which is very important. So what impact do you want to leave behind in the years to come?
I think it's very simple that I want to leave a legacy of intentionality, accountability, and resourcefulness. Because I could have had any excuse. I came from a good background, you know, political, legal, and just loving family. However, that's not the case for everybody. We've got people in my household who took on different routes. You know, when money was not in the house, they are living on a life of, I'm going to save in whatever way, and so they don't enjoy life. And then at some point before I took responsibility, I was like, money is going to finish tomorrow because somebody can die in this house, so I'm going to spoil it. So everything is relative. I believe like leaving a legacy is more of how you make people feel. Like after they've left you, they've encountered you. That's the legacy that I want to leave. I want somebody to know that they can get started, they can do anything, they can become who they want, but they have to take accountability and responsibility.
Lovely. You know, there's a saying that girls could see hard work hard, right?
Yeah.
To your enemies, ask if you're hiring. Have they started asking? Have they started
The wrong
asking?
enemies. The wrong enemies are asking. No, but I believe that there's something we call in the spiritual, in the spiritual fraternity, which is that you've got oil on your head and you carry a wealth fragrance. I believe I'm like not where I want to, because the vision I have to hire. In fact, I'll come looking for you. Like I'll come looking for you. You don't have to like just put up a sign, say, yeah, there's hiring people. But I believe that I carry a wealth fragrance and I'm not there. And if I'm going to hire somebody, they've got, I've got standards. And because I'm already trying to uphold them myself, so it's going to be very difficult for you to even ask me, because I'm going to source you, because if you are excellent, if you're standing out, we'll find you.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, we'll
lovely.
find you.
There's actually a text here.
I saw it as well.
Oh, you wanted to read? Okay,
Yes.
read it.
The text reads, thanks for having Coach Carol in studio. She's such an inspirational coach. We enjoyed her teachings last night at Victory International Church. This is Baba Zoe and aka Ba Arnold listening from Stanton Park. So they know you. We know you.
Hello, people. Hey, Mwaswera say.
Makusothaura kainimi amusikudzokera makutopihwa visa yemahara yekuti mugare munomu 6 months chaivo 6 months.
I need to talk to the government there.
Oh, don't worry.
You get
we
it
can
sorted,
organize. We can organize
Fast.
for you.
Asandra, I think
Fast.
just leave me.
Victor, we even want a Benz for her, please. Where can people get a hold of you? If they need, the support, if they want the help from you, like myself, Shewe also needs some advice here and there.
Obviously.
Please.
Obviously.
Well, you're so lucky. You have my number. You have my number. But otherwise, on all social media platforms, it's just at Transforming with Carol. So they'll find me on X. They'll find me on Threads. They'll find me on Twitter. They'll find me on, Twitter is X now. They'll find me on Facebook, Instagram. Website is just Carol Mushota David. But otherwise, it's at Transforming with Carol on all platforms. And me and my team are very, very open to communication. So you leave a message there within 24 hours. We're going to get back to you.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Carol, for joining us.
Kenya was also listening.
Oh, is it?
Hey.
Kenya is listening. I also saw another one from Dubai. So, yeah.
Thank you, people. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
We actually now need an international tour because
Once.
it is
No,
giving-
she should invite us to Zambia now.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Jessica,
Yeah, you should invite us
It's
to Zambia.
it's just around the corner.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
literally.
in case.
You can come for lunch and be back home for dinner.
Exactly.
Yes, basically.
Yeah.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, Dr. Carol. Want to play you this track, taking you straight to the news.